okay. Be able to hear me now. Hope the stream's okay. Let me look at my chat on my phone. Hello, there's anyone here watching me? Sorry, I'm just checking my model as well. I'm like, hello, model, move your mouth. Can you hear me also? I don't know. What? Who that? Hey. Yeah, my model is kind of... Hello? My eyes are big as hell, man. Come on. Sorry. Do a calibrator less like acting like a docious. It's chill. It's chill. I don't know what's going on with... I think just the camera is just... Oh my god. She has a mind of her own. She's doing the smug shit. She's like being taken over by some ghost or something. Hello? Hello? Can you open your mouth, dearie? Oh my god. Hold on, I wanna try to fix this. What's going on? Mouse sensitivity. Hello. Ah, can you catch my mouth now? The camera. Oh wait, sorry. I'm not wearing my other spectacles, which might be better. I don't believe it's better though. The best is still when I'm not wearing spectacles at all. Hello. Oh, hi, Lucky. I can see chat properly now, even without a second monitor, because I went and bought just some few things from Daiso, including a little tiny fake plant for our bathroom, because it felt kind of need some more green. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm alt-tabbing to Twitter. Do not. Wait, oh? Oh. Huh. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna really boost my mouth open sensitivity. Hello? Yeah? Michi? Michi? Oh, Michi! Come here! Open your mouth. What you got there in your mouth? Oh my god! Alright, no, it's fine. It's false alarm, false alarm. She just refuses to open her mouth for some reason. I don't know why. Well, I don't want to delay this any longer for you guys. But, hey. Yeah, I don't want to delay this any longer for you guys. I bought... Let me just start doing the draw as an artist would. Doing a draw to buy Uwu. I've done Uwu. Hell yeah. Got that Uwu in my system. Oh, thank you, Lucky. Yeah. Thank you, my model. I worked very hard on my model and it still doesn't want to open his mouth until I go, ah! Something. I just mumble a lot, I guess. My mouth's small? Yeah. It's big enough to eat this tiny Hakka stand I have. Okay. Well, originally I wanted to just do a line art. Like, this was my first line art pass. But I did wanna... I think I'll try to block in, like... I don't know if this is what it's called. The ambient occlusion is the black and white shade. I just want to like settle my lighting because I have no idea what I have for this lighting. I just drew a bunch of sketches. By the way, I can show off all my sketches. I'm sure you guys can see the amount of layers I have, right? There's like, oh, there was so many. My big ass head is. You're right. It's covering all the layers. Anyway, I mean, I'm hiding and unhiding them. You guys will never know what I name my layers. Yeah. These illustrations take so many sketches to do, man. No, I will not. Okay. Where am I? There you can see the amount of layers I have now. There it is. There's all my layers. I don't think I have an NSFW layer here. I don't think so. I hope not. Oh my god. No, I'm pretty sure I don't. I wasn't doing that. Not on this file. I didn't expose nothing if no one can hear it. The only people here are yous and Lucky. And y'all are adults. What? Man, I even have duplicate layers actually. That's cheating. Yeah. What was it? This was my first sketch actually. This was my initial sketch that I had, and it was kind of random. I was just playing. I was just playing around with exaggerating, you know. Honestly, like I like this in the sense where it's like the scarf had like. This is the one I liked about my OCs, that like I intended her scarf to be able to create compositions like this, and I can just go ham, even though it doesn't make sense. I feel like was inspired by something that was like that, but I can't think of it. Huh? I guess it doesn't have a scarf. She doesn't. No. She's pretty naked. Like she's really bare bones, like she doesn't really wear clothes. She's like, yeah, I'm an android. I'm not that 2B. Yeah, it's just I like scarf good. I'm using the scarf as like an over exaggeration just to fill in like compositions and stuff. And I think when I want to do my animations and stuff and other illustrations, that's what I had intended for Michi. But I just wanted to like stick to this OC as like something that like I would have a lot of fun to draw, and like if I commission other people, I hope they have fun drawing also. But I mean, I've never done a commission before. Yeah, so this pose, I was like, oh, it's so exaggerated, it's kind of nuts. I kind of like the arm stretched out like that, but I feel like I don't know what the line of action is, because like the arm's going forward and there's the leg going here, and I didn't draw a line of action. I was just like, it looks kind of messy. So, but I like the pose, so I basically tried a bunch of different angles to see, but like this one fell so flat. It looks so like when it's from the side, it's not really coming at you. Even this one is just like, it's kind of weird, it's kind of awkward. The scarf does the composition thing, but like also the fist. I think this is one thing I need to get out. I need to step away from, which is I feel like I like to do a lot of these sort of perspective things where like, I would superimpose something closer to the front, and then just, I don't know, it just feels more confrontational in a way. That's what like, I kind of want, or maybe what I don't want. It's just what I felt. Yeah, the foreshortening. Oh, sorry, I missed out the message that you say so. Lucky you say so. Until she's not. The only time she says so is when like people make her not say so. In the way where like she gets like mad or something. And she's like anger. She say the word the F word. Oh my gosh. The unsay so word. The F word? We don't say that in this town. We say in this village. Town doesn't approve. That's why they don't like us. Oh god. Alright, yeah. So in the end, this is what I got after drawing from this pose. Like, just kind of zoomed it in and just done a little bit of foreshortening. I hope it's not that. To me, it's not that much. But what comes out from this though is that like I feel like when I was trying to draw in her outfit, that like all the details here got like kind of scrunched down. I'm like, did that make her outfit armor like kind of like shrink or something? Like that's kind of the trouble that I kind of deal with sometimes. But yeah, this is the lineup that I'm sticking with. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so just bear with me because I am just gonna throw in a bunch of colors and whatnot. Where's my brush? Oh, okay, there's my brush. Oh wait, sorry. I do want to at least Shoto. I want to key her out so I can do her lighting individually from the background. I don't even know what's going to happen to the background yet, whether I want to include the background of the setting that I have Michi in or not, because I haven't fully fleshed that out yet, and I'm really bad at designing like environments and stuff. Oh good lord. My tablet's a little disgusting. I mean, I don't know what... There's this patch here, but I don't know what it is. Like, I can't scrape it off and stuff. I'm sorry, that might be too much info, but like, I assure you it's nothing sussy. It's not like gravy or anything. I'm pretty sure I didn't drop gravy on it. It might be just some weird film that's just got hardened up or something. I'm saying that in all seriousness, trust me. Wait, hold on. I'm still flipped. Whoa. Shift. Okay. Alright. Michi, please respond. Michi, your mouth. You gotta respond, girl. My mouth is open. Hello. Hello. Oh my god. VTube Studio, please. I'm sorry, I hope that didn't blow out the mic. Was just chilling. Oh yeah, so yesterday I bought a bunch of stuff, like a second monitor. I bought some cables to stretch all the way to the PS5. I bought... What else there? I bought a light. I hope that'll work better than the lights that we have now. I don't know if that's an issue for us. It could be that I buy the light and it doesn't make a difference anyway. There's also, when I'm speaking, I hope there's not a lot of noise because right now we don't have the aircon on. I have the fan just blowing. Okay, no, but mine is like very directly with the fan. Like the fan is really like you can feel the wind on the mic, that kind of thing. So I bought a sponge that's kind of like to protect a bit from the wind. I think my noise suppression should stop any any noise from the traffic downstairs. Yeah, if you watch min streams, then you know how bad they can get. On speakers, headphones. Yeah, okay, alright. Thanks for the check. I'm worried about my model. Why is it not doing that? Yeah, I'm just gonna draw already. I don't care. Michi, no. Michi, don't die. Okay, wait, no, this is a bit... No, I'm not gonna bother about that first, but... actually, this is a good starting point. It's just like how... Like, where do I want the horizon line to be? Like, or would there even be a horizon line? Maybe not. Horizon line is like one of those ISPs from the Western countries. Do I have to explain what a horizon line is? It's where the sea meets the sky. It's where the vanishing point is. What's the vanishing point? Is where all the perspectives like go. Like if there's a line, imagine a cube, and at this you have lines like sorry. You have lines just going like wheel, 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 wheel. And that's the vanishing point right down here, right at that second place. And then you draw some lines so you know how the distance is from everything. So I can just draw a cube like this. And it's like, okay, it's going to the same vanishing point. Yeah. 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 Practice. Practice. There we go. That's a cube. Stop distracting me from drawing. Yeah, why are you trying to act innocent? By the way, the BGM should be... Yes, it should be playing. I'm just... Hold on. Let me do a double check. I don't know if the... Okay, no. Let me turn down the BGM a bit. I feel like... Okay. I'm just gonna lower it a little bit more because I'm seeing it hitting the same levels as when I'm talking. Yeah, it's cute music. Okay. I would describe. I don't want to give so much info, but like I would describe like where Michi's setting is. It's kind of like very much akin to a post-apocalyptic trash heap. Without any context, it would probably look like that. Or like a really rundown, like maybe like maybe we should like reference something like maybe Cowboy Bebop, for example, where it's like analog sci-fi, was that what it's called? Like those 80s kind of like look to it, possibly. Well, maybe not 80s, cause I feel like there should be some futurism in there. I'm not gonna bother with that. How do I want to like this girl? Let's play with some just general lighting. Okay. What do I want the focus to be on? You're right. Okay. So I guess, I don't know, the shadows this. I guess these would be the two focal points. I'm just using a soft brush and just going through willy-nilly. Honestly, right, I like working with darks and then just this is where I'm putting the light. I don't really like drawing in the shadows or anything. Yeah, just try to a little bit. I don't usually do this, so it's just gonna be like very kind of whack. I'm just whacking it. I do want some, I don't know, backlight. Do I have the backlight here? Or the backlight here? Oh, okay, hold on. Let me just. Whoa. Backlight makes all the difference every single freaking time. It just makes things look good. I hate how easy it is, but I love it too. Look at that. I just made this like thigh look so like roundish. Just like that. Round, squishable. Yum. And yum. That's how the backlight would look like on that side. Actually, I do think I like the backlight on this side. Okay. Then I guess the fill light. Basically what I'm doing right now, I gotta mark this out for myself as well, just to make it clear for myself. Let's take the big pan. Alright. Big pan. Oh, that red is a bit too blinding. Okay. So this will be the backlight, and feel light would come here. Fill light. Hey Phil. And this is always a very confusing thing to me. Like I don't know what to say, but like, I'm not. I guess. One way to put it is that like, okay, here, I imagine like, you know, when the light emits from the camera, like say I'm taking a picture of Michi right now, like if the light emits from the camera, then like how the hell am I gonna label this? Like this? Like, oh, it's coming from the front right here. Key light. Something like that. Okay. No, I just want to define this like more. Okay, I'm just blocking it out. So the reason why I take a long time to like paint a lot of stuff and why a lot of stuff don't get done is because I just pay a bit too much attention. Not a bit. I pay too much attention to the details that, and that's when I get to like the polishing or like the actual like rendering stage. It's like, oh, what? Okay, I'm lost. Sorry. Sorry to lose that thought. I just started to focus. I'm not saying anything, I'm sorry. Difficulty. I'm focusing. Okay. Right. Yeah, at least you can chill with the music. Really cute. Maybe no. Okay, yeah. So off this light here. Okay, let me just label what I'm doing, what I'm trying to fill in right now is key light, the main light. We'll go on the nose. Michi nose. Okay, now okay. No, stop. Yeah, I feel like I want to get the nose right. This is what happens when I'm trying to like do anything with the face. Also, oh, thank you. The lighting tips. I don't do very well for lighting. Like, the part where I suffer the most is when I'm rendering. The sketch is like, oh my god, I love it. That's as I'm lining up. It's like, okay, it looks a little uncanny. That's when I render. It's like, I don't like this anymore. And that's why I stop. And that's why it stays a whip. It will never see a light of day. Yeah, rendering is... I mean, yeah, I guess... Because that's the thing, right? I feel rendering, sometimes it's the... You kind of... I feel like you kind of need a clear idea going in what you want and what's the standard of rendering you want. Because like, a lot of people can... have extremely simple rendering and it will just work for them, and that's okay. Like the art piece they come out with will look great, and it's because it's just like Sometimes it's just like the colors they pick is just really good. It's just that's where they focus on, and it's not trying to make a very realistic style. Like it's basically like whether you want to do cell shading or not. Ooh, okay, hold on. Yeah, which I have trouble with. I keep trying to do okay cell shading. After I try to soften things, and I'm like, oh, it starts looking a bit more like the work that I have with in poly than anything. Like it doesn't look too great. I would say the key light. Okay. I would put a bit more light on the dots. Boy. You see, now I'm getting kind of confused. When I draw the key light here, it's like, okay, is it coming from the camera? Because right now it looks like it's not coming from the camera. It's coming from the top right of the head over here. Which I guess is fine. It's fine. Sometimes I'm just like, I guess it looks... I feel like a lot of the times, maybe it's normal, maybe it's just the 3-point lighting methods, but it's like, it just feels like, oh, sorry. It feels like it's always a standard 3-point lighting. The positions are always the same. I don't know if that's a normal thing. Like, we were taught that, and I think I didn't really have... I couldn't really apply it very well in like a lot of situations. Or like, I didn't really try experimenting with it that much. It always turns out to be like, oh yeah, okay, so these are the 3 points. I'm like, is it always like this? I'm not sure. Is there no other way? I guess one variation would be how intense each light would be, in a sense. Like I could have the key light like okay, like say it's this shade, and then I have the backlight, which is, I'm just gonna exaggerate it and just put it like blinding white, and just push on, and just push on. Whoa, look at that definition. Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting a bit carried away, but like adding backlight to stuff is fun. I learned that in school, in uni. I was doing a character design, I was just like, this looks kind of boring. Until I put in backlight, I was like, wait, this hits different though. Look at that. Yeah, so there can be different intensities for it. Like the key light could be, it could be switched. Key light could be more intense. The backlight could be somewhat softer, and that is basically, yeah, it just really depends. Like, I think I was like watching a video a few minutes ago, and they were emphasizing on like planning out how you want to block the lighting. Is one of the key components is to think where you want the focus of your illustration to be. So I think that would be where the key light is, and that's where will be the strongest light. Okay, I mean, it doesn't have to be key light. It can be the strongest light. I don't know. The strongest. Speaking of the strongest, so Michi is a punchy girl. I like punchy girls. Another punchy girl I like is Lise from FF14, Stormblood. I love her very much. I love punchy girls. I think they are cool, so I make an OC of punchy. Alright. I'm trying to think of other punchy girls I like, but Sometimes like punchy girls can appear in like other franchises that I have no idea. Hey, you wanna fight? You wanna fight, huh, bitch? Fight on stream right now? Huh? 收家伙，你 DOS, you know. Hey, you don't get distracted. Ooh, I'll distract you. Ooh. Fishes. Yeah, I feel like sometimes a lot of the punchy girls come from franchises that I don't even really know of. But I see a character and then I'm like, ooh, she looks cool. It's like you can tell my type. And my type is like, it's something I don't actively search out for. It's just like suddenly they'll just like, oh, here's a blonde girl, she's got spunk. And I'm like, shit. It's my type. Before that, I don't know if I really even had a type. Or I don't feel as strongly about like some types as compared to now. I guess they're a lot more defined, and so I defined and I express my typing, my Pokemon typing is fighting type. And it's like, yeah, that's what my OC is gonna be. Yeah, so feel like is something that is just to explain it in my terms, it's just an in-between for the key and backlight. It's basically the neutral light that you want to fill in so you can see details and stuff. Just to bring that contrast down a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Just that important middle ground that you need. Booba, I feel like. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. What's the underboob? Okay. No, okay, hold on. The key light is a bit intense. I mean that's just because I have the intense contrast really up. Okay, I'll name this layer Fill Light. Bill. No, that's new. No, that's Bill. Bill Nye. Who's still alive, right? Because I don't think I've heard any news that Bill Nye has left this dimension, that kind of thing. And he's old. He's bro's still alive. What? He looks... Yeah. Oh my god. I mean... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to think, right? What if let me just hold on. I wanna try another lighting position. Wait, it's raining.
taken over his stream now. It's gone. Oh my god, he's back. Oh!
Bitches! Didn't even tell me that it was raining. It's okay, I'll still focus too. Michi, are you okay? Michi, are you alright? Michi? Alright, she's talking. Alright, okay. Yeah, no, I had to close the windows because it was raining and it was wet, so I was just wiping them down. Okay. Don't judge me for this. I really need to know how backlight would look like on the if I focus the light here. もしかしてエロいですね。エロいじゃない。You're a grandma. I wanna see how backlight would look like if I put it down here instead. I always love like when the backlight hits the chin here like that. It's really nice. Okay. Maybe it won't really hit that much. Just a little bit of the confusing thing. Okay, no, I would say that then okay. Sorry, I'm not making any sense right now. I'm just trying out stuff. I was thinking, okay, if not the backlight here, then that's why there's like a key light here. Just put more focus. Here, here and here. And sorry, please don't judge me. Okay. Say something. Oh, that looks really scary. Please, let me cook. Let me cook first. Shit. Mamma mia. Just block that shit in. Just don't care. Just block it in. E-light. E-light will hit here then. Alright. Speaker. Oh yeah, the scarf definition is really cool. Okay. Something. Does this look good? I don't know. If I shift the key light here instead or something. Yeah, good. Be this entire. Plus it's like a little bit underside also, so I feel it might give off another impression. Definition. Lights and shadows. Gives definition. Shapes. And depth. Something like that. Okay, right now it looks extremely harsh, but okay, I mean this is just cause like I added another. So okay, I'm just gonna put this as the key light instead. I wouldn't call it a backlight. Fill light. Fill light number 2. Well, I'll keep that first. Backlight number 2. Try. So if it's the backlight, I would. Well. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so basically what I did is that I replaced okay, so the previous convers let me put it into folders and shit, then this will be easier. Right, okay. So this was my first try. And okay. So my first try is basically you have the key light coming from the top, the back, and the fill light down here. So basically what I did is that I switched the key and the fill light around so that the key light is actually coming from the bottom down here. So basically I feel that like this, I feel that the key light actually, the thing is that now the most lighted areas is actually the body rather than the face and the fist. So there's that complication, although it does. Let me just try this out. I can copy the backlight from the first one here, and the fill light. Okay, let me just keep this backlight copy first. Let's try to shift other stuff. Shift 3-point lighting. Let me try if the backlight is something that comes from above rather than like below. Maybe it can. I'll angle the backlight so that it can catch some more of the hair here rather than like literally at the back of her head. Alright. Little hoop here as well. So you can catch the backlight here. So it's covering the top part more. I don't think we'll see here. It would show up more for this side. Yes. And the backlight comes from the top, then this leg is actually gonna get most of it. Gonna get most of the backlight on the top. Yeah, now when I'm doing this, I think this is really like this specific pose of how I pose Michi is actually a really good exercise on like basically seeing how the light flows up on like all angles, because her limbs are very Diversify is not the word. It's more like they're kind of I don't know everywhere. So I get to see like, oh okay, so the fist only gets this amount of light, but this leg gets like a lot of this light from this angle, that kind of thing. And I think that's a really cool thing that you can do with lighting. Yippee! Okay. I just want to feel like just chill. See how okay. Alright. Somewhere around there. Okay. Feel light would be coming. Okay, this is a little bit easier. At least feel light I can say it can like come from the front. Alright. So here just kind of balances it out. It's not gonna get much of the back leg because if the light's coming from the front, then the legs at the back, then it's only logical. Then I would say the fill light would actually get a lot more on the hand. Then it would kind of lose its contrast, but it's the most lighted object. Fill light on the booba. Alright. Right here. Okay. Okay. So I have the option 1, option 2. The values are all over the place, so it's very difficult for me to judge also. Haha. I do feel like for the second option, it does feel messier. Okay. Sometimes it's really good to just zoom all the way out for this and see how it looks like. Okay. Both of them look ugly as fuck. Alright. Try not to look at the details, Andrew. Well, sorry, just thinking. I think that this key light can chill the hell out here. But now it feels like the fist has lost so much contrast. Okay, what if I do add a little bit more feel like here? Will it make it look better? Or just just bring out the key light. Yeah, we don't need to be that harsh. Yeah, just by a bit. Backlight. Yeah, how intense do I want a backlight? I love my backlight, so I like to bump that up. Okay. How's it look? Maybe I can add a bit more backlight. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm a man? Oh. There's news. Oh. La la. Huh? Oh, no. I mean, I don't really want to explain that also. I feel like I don't have to. There's a bunch of other like people like me who aren't fully RP. So yeah. So it's okay. Like I just have I just don't have a vision of how I would make a VTuber model for myself, you know. And I was just like, okay, if I had to make a VTuber model of someone, I'll make it of my OC. Yeah. But would I act like that? Like, the thing is that I don't even have a character really as fleshed out as I would have liked. Because right now I'm just sort of rambling through and like coming out with like a story, and like all I thought of is like scenarios, and I put more thought into the side characters than herself. So I feel like I need to flesh out more her character more, so I can get I don't know, like if I want her to be the main character, then I should give her more. I don't want to suffer like some main characters where it's like, oh, they suffer because the side characters just get a lot more love than they do. Yeah, so that's what I want to try to avoid. I'm like, okay, I had to catch myself. I'm like, okay, wait, I'm paying too much attention to like the side characters, and like I think I'm missing out the point of like why I wanted like basically the only stuff I've thought about for Michi is like a lot of it is kind of like just the plot points rather than her character growth and stuff. And it's like, oh yeah, I want her to do this, do that, kind of thing. But like I never really thought like I was like, oh, do I want a Genki character? Oh, but do I want to, like, is she a dumb character? Like I kind of don't want a dumb character, kind of thing. It's just like you're a dumb person, not a character. You're right. That was pretty good. Yeah, I'm not RPing. I don't think before I can RP, I feel like I have to improve my normal talking skills. That's the thing. So I'm just gonna talk as I normally am. But I'm not gonna dissuade. I don't know. I just hope that, like, you know. Sorry, I need to think about like how to say this. I just hope like me not RPing like doesn't dissuade people, you know, from liking the character. In some ways they. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh. I only just hit the Control S. Hit your Control S. Wow. Ooh. Oh, is it still around? Okay. My clip still didn't crash, right? Okay, alright. Sometimes when Michi is not moving her mouth at all, it's like the sounds that you're hearing from my mouth is basically like thoughts that's going through her head. It's like, what the? Why is he doing this? Why is he talking like this? Weirdo. Yeah. Alright, okay, no, step back. Hold on. I think that this may... Hold on. I don't know if this will work. Hold on. Let's add more. I want more here. Arg. Okay. Okay, option 2, option 1. I feel like I need to make option 1 like a lot. Okay. Option 2, option 1. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do something that you will not see on stream, but only I can see it. Sorry, I'm contemplating. I think that yes. You know what? I think I prefer option 2 instead. Yeah. I think option 1 is this is how I pretty much start my lighting out sometimes. It's like, you know, 3-point lighting here. Oh, the key light is always at the top, that kind of thing. Backlights are always at the bottom. Feel like it's just whatever. So for this, I did the other thing where I had the key light coming in from the direct side. Okay, so let me do this. Okay. Let me draw it out, just so it's clear for me as well. Let's take the big pen brush. Okay. Hello? Alright, okay, it's showing. Alright. Oh, wait, actually I don't want this to... Hold on. Alright. So basically the key light right now I have. Key light. Key light's coming from this side. Slightly towards... It's so much easier if I was like, you could see this in like 3D. But the thing is that this thing, like as a 2D illustrator, like you have to sort of imagine this in your head in 3D, because it's very difficult to like, oh, here, indicate here like, oh yeah, this is like 5 degrees from this axis, the horizontal axis here, that kind of thing. Nah, like yeah, it kind of has to go by feel and just see how it plays off. Oh, my phone went dead. Reconnect chat. Okay. Light here, and I have my... Oh wait, is this why? Ah, I see. Okay. Layering issues. And then on my backlight, my backlight is coming from the way back here. but it's giving this definition to the back leg, which actually is I think it's pretty good because otherwise the back leg would kind of be lost. In the first option, it didn't have that much lighting as the rest, so the pose might not. It just doesn't get enough light. Whereas this one, it's kind of cool. I feel like I do have to measure the sort of balance the intensity of it, because if not, the back leg is just gonna be the one with the most light. Eyes is just gonna be drawn towards that a lot. Actually, now that I think about it, so that's why I have to manage, because like the fill light is coming from the camera. The fill light is coming straight from the camera. I don't know. And actually no, the fill light is not really even here. Even I kind of put it here, like say, oh okay, this is the fill light that's blasting like Michi right here, right in the front. So there's not much fill light getting the back leg. At least that's how I imagine it would be. I could kind of cheat and just be like, oh, I'm just gonna give a back leg more fill light. But the thing is that I mean, it could be more fill light here. Sorry, what am I saying? Let me raise the intensity of the fill light. Okay, all right, something like that. And then the back leg is basically just gonna be where the fill light sort of has fallen off a bit, so it's much less light, but it's a little bit, so it just balances out the contrast. Okay, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I like this. And the thing is that this is all the lights. I don't know if I'm gonna bother with shadows. What I like to do is that I just like to make the subject really dark and then paint the lights in, rather than make the vice versa, like make the subject light and just like paint the shadows in, because that works as well. It's just how my brain like does it. Hold on. No, I don't. I'm not actually a fan. Okay, no. Like I like seeing like, oh, that's pretty hot when I see those really skin tight suits, the plug suits with like, you know, the belly, that kind of thing. I mean, I find it in a little way is a little cheap. Sorry, I'm not trying to offend like the artists who like do this, but like, I find it in a sense where it's like, oh, when you draw the belly button through the skin, it's like, it's basically as if this plug suit or skin suit that they're wearing is basically, you know, just skin. So they're practically in the nude, and I'm just like, you're just getting away with nudity without actual nudity. They're just getting away with like, oh, she's naked. No, she's not. She's actually wearing a plastic film over her, a really thin plastic film that actually like gets sucked into her belly. I think one of the cool things actually, honestly, was, I don't know where it began actually. Maybe it started with Evangelion, and at the very least, they did have an explanation for that, where their plug suits, they actually showed Asuka, when she put on the suit, it was like really loose, and until she pressed the button on her wrist, and it just like, you know how you sous vide, how people sous vide meats? They put it in a Ziploc bag, then they put a vacuum, and then they do they just suck all the air out, and it just like conforms to the meat. So that's kind of like what happened with Asuka there. She's just sous vide Asuka, like plug suits are there. The funny thing is that with that, right, Um, why does Shinji's balls like not get like defined? If a belly button can, if a belly button can get, if a belly button can get definition from the sous vide vacuum, then why can Shinji's balls or Kaoru's balls also like not get there? The thing is that like okay, they can have the explanation if there's a padding there. Yeah, like at least for the plug suits, like what they had is like, oh, they have a padding here, so like that's why when they did the saki saki with the air, their weak points aren't exposed, you know. But for the male weak points, it's, you know what? That means he just ain't got no balls, doesn't he? So does Kaoru. They don't have any. DNB, baby. All right. So, I'm gonna do a cool thing, which is oh shit. Oh, this is probably very weird, right? Oh, how many Michis can I fit on screen? More Michis. Go. I'm sorry you had to enter at this time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Okay, basically, like I mean, the origin of that, me talking about that is basically I'm not a fan of like the belly buttons in Fluxus. I just feel like it sounds very uncomfortable. Like imagine like a very thin side suit and like. Sorry if you hear like motorbike noises, it's really loud. I mean, I don't know. Like if people wear the swimwear, do their belly buttons get defined? I feel like they don't unless it's extremely thin material. And for the most part, they don't. I mean, for me, there's... Okay, no, I'm gonna stop. No more DNB. No more DNB. Yeah, skin tight suits. A lot of the times, like how skin tight suits are drawn, is that they show the belly buttons like super defined. It's basically, I feel like it's the artist's way to like show nudity when they're not actually like nude. Yeah. So that's what I don't really want to do for Michi. At least like helping her keep some of that modesty, you know. Yeah. Okay. Now, cool things. I don't know if I can do this well. I usually do not like using this layer. What do you call this? Layer effect? Let's see. G-Pan. G-Pan. Yeah, it's terrible. Alright, multiply? I hate it. You know what? You can multiply on this layer. Hold on. It's very frightening right now. I can make it better. I can't make it better. Not add, like yeah, add, not multiply. All right, okay. Something like this. So I blot in some colors, make this look cooler. Wow, wait, look at that. May as well paint an entire body like this. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's why I don't like this ad thing. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't have it as ad. Screen. Screen, perhaps. Yeah, this is why I don't like this layer effect. It always feels very... Ugh. Like there's no saturation to it. It's just so freaking white. Yeah. Sorry. I'm doing like kids drawing right now. Woo 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 woo. Just blotting in some colors. This doesn't work. This does not work. Hold on. I'm sure. How do these people do this? I don't know how these people use. Sorry, this is a very la 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 rave party. This is not overlay. Is that how to do it? No, it's like those people who do the ambient occlusion thing. That is they added color. Like 2 layers. Yow. Like I can try color and then overlay. What do you mean I'm picking my own colors? What? I am color picking. I'm literally color picking from my chibi. Oh, but yeah, I mean, hmm? Yeah. Yeah. This is kind of a needless process. I'm just doing it for fun, honestly. It's just to like figure out like what these people who like to do the ambient occlusioning thing does. I don't remember us having learned how to do this in school, in our school. You know what? It's kind of weird. Let me add the yellow. I love the yellow in their eyes. Hehe, kitty drawing. Yep. Maybe I should separate out her scarf. Oh, eventually I'll do that. I'll do that eventually. Whoa. I think this is just basically how it's in a way it's supposed to help me see like and give me a little bit of hope. I'm like, okay, if I render something like this, would it look good? It's like, oh, with all the colors and all that, would it look good? Yuku. Well. Well, that certainly wasn't for 21 in chat. For you. What the... No, they can't, because I'm using my CPU to drown out noise, including you. So I'm just, like, basically they just think I'm talking like a dumbass to no one. Maybe. Shut up. Yeah, I mean, I can color pick all I want, but the colors are like not nice. I mean, there's something I'll have to adjust in the final product. No, I mean, yeah, it's because I made it. Ooh. This girl has bandung in her veins. Take care not to indulge in too many sweets, sweetie. No, not you. You can have all the sweets. No, no, no. Hi Michi. Hi Michi. Look at this kitty drawing. Woo! I'm having so much fun. Wow. Okay. Imagine it'll be this color. Red, blue, you red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Something like that. A little bit of accent of blue here. Right down here. Okay. More right here. Okay. Okay, it looks kind of nutty. I guess color and overlay. Okay. All right. Okay. I've got like, so basically what I want to do with like all these colors right now is maybe I can get an idea of what I want to do with the background. I can start off by doing gradient. Swamp. Yeah. Swamp. There. Yeah. Sorry, this is the random. I didn't even pick the colors for this. Hold on, what's going on with this gradient? Let's just pick a simple gradient, alright? See, wee! Here's a normal PowerPoint gradient. Okay, if it's something that's not as saturated, something brighter. Something a little bit more toned down. Gray. Purple is always such a favorite color to go against this. Warm. I feel towards the cool colors would be better. Do I want? Hold on. What? Green. No more green. I want to look at pink. Less saturated. Does that going in? Hold on. Okay. Why was this not white? It's supposed to be white. And this one's blue. Okay, hold on. Blue. Alright. Get rid of this. Overlay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, basically I finished one thing I don't know if you guys might notice is that like where my like Michi has gone through quite a couple of redesigns. Let me try to see if I can find the file for it. Actually, I do want to see show you guys my original designs. Give me a bit. It should be in my working files. Yeah, there we go. Y'all can see this, but this is something a little bit more interesting. So I don't have like the original sketch I've had of Michi was back then the second year of university. And like I said in the previous stream, I didn't expect her to be someone I'd bring up again today and with such significance. This was the original design. Back then I would say like I was kind of inspired by. I didn't watch any Kamen Rider back then before. Oh, I mean, I have watched the Kamen Rider before this, but I wasn't invested in them. The most I've been invested in them at this point was maybe some fan art that I've seen of Kamen Rider. It was like really cool. It was like this fan art where they had the riders in like really dynamic poses, and then they'll be wearing these jackets on top, and like there is this like aspect of like jokingly peak character design, which is like basically like a robot or like a mechanical looking character, and they're actually wearing like clothes over it. It doesn't make sense, but it looks cool as heck. there was another character that looked like that. But yeah, so it was that fan art. That was the as most that like I was like interested in Kamen Rider. So the key thing that I liked about Kamen Rider was just basically the scarf. I thought it was really iconic. And then there was like other scarf examples like sorry, let me Google some stuff up. Capcom versus Marvel. Wait, no, what am I called? Marvel versus Capcom. That's the name of the game. Oh, Strider Hiryu. Strider Hiryu is like a character that I don't even know. It's like one of these characters that like I just see the character designs and I'm like, that's cool as shit. Like with the scarf. I think that was the character who's I was inspired by to do this kind of like scarf thing and like play around with the composition and stuff. For her initial design, it looked more like a ranger kind of uniform. I was kind of influenced by the designs of the characters in Cyborg 009, which is another thing that I don't even know. I didn't even watch that anime or read that manga. I'm not sure which one came first. At the time, it was like, oh, I think they had a 3D CG anime of it. Yeah, and a key thing actually honestly, like back then she didn't have shorts. She didn't used to have shorts. It was just like a long thing. But then she had this like sort of like the button lapel and these like cute gloves and these weird things on the sleeves. I don't even know what it was. Another key thing was like actually Overwatch was popping off during that time, and I actually did like Tracer's design, so I was inspired. If you can't freaking tell, like the glasses, the goggles, were inspired by Tracer. I didn't intend for it to be the same orange, but like when I was doing the colors, that's what happened. Sorry, I'm gonna go on the waiting screen for a bit because I just want to look through my layers. I may have something sussy and I don't want to review. So bear with me for a bit. Just give me a minute. Give me a few seconds. I mean, I didn't mute my mic, but okay, do not. Hold on. Don't look at my screen then. Just give me a sec. Okay, alright, okay, alright. Okay, I'm back. I found the stuff that I do not want to reveal to you guys. Okay. Yeah, so I revisited a design last year. I think it was like 1.5 years back or something like that. I had a bunch of designs and like ways to like redesign her and stuff. Basically, I kind of wanted to keep in mind that like as inspired as I am about like Kamen Rider and stuff, I don't really want to. I feel like I just have to be smart about it and like just do it according to like the theme that I have for the settings. Basically she comes from space, so I was thinking of including not very mechanical looking parts, but like they look sort of futuristic, but they look organic at the same time. So they're not bulky or squarish. They're very organic looking shapes. Like they look a little alienish as well. So that was the design aspect that I was going for. Yeah. In the end, I settled on this design. And we have Clip Studio, hang in there. All right, okay. We had a lot of variations on the colors. I think this was one of the original ones that like I was thinking of, but I went with a more bone white, even a dirtier white, or like greenish yellowish kind of white in the first place. And thus it looked really dark and dank. Oh boy, this one looked so alien-y. This was actually, it looked, I just took some of the colors from like one of the Kamen Rider suits and put it on and see how it looked like. I was like, nah, it's too saturated. And I just love the Iron Man colors like way too much, so I just tried it on and I'm like, not really. Alien, very alien colors. These ones were sort of inspired by another Kamen Rider from Drive. In the end, it was the white, red, and cyan. Not red, scarlet, something. Yeah, it's basically I actually like some aspects of like the suit, this design. I also took from futuristic race cars and stuff. Like I had to look at like some references for like futuristic like technology and stuff. Those very curvature, non-bulky kind of designs. So I was looking at race cars at one point and I was like, oh okay, let me try like some racing colors. And like I think the colors I picked eventually was something that was somewhat closer to another of the characters that I like from Arknights. Her event, Blemishine. Her event, the Maria Nero event, had these color schemes: white, scarlet, and cyan, or like the pinkish kind of red. And so that's kind of what I went for in the end. Me practicing. Why does she look like a Sonic C droid? Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, dynamic pose. Okay. Okay, do not click the other layer. Alright. Hair. Oh my god. Hair. I think when I originally designed Michi's hair, I don't know what I was doing. I was just doing like, oh, I kind of was thinking of like, oh, a little curve thing, kind of cute. And at this, I thought like, oh, would I want like an old school anime kind of design? But I feel like old school anime has a lot of emphasis on like very thick hair. And then I thought of like, oh, okay. At this point, I was just imagining her like a meteorite or a comet or that kind of thing. So I was just like, oh yeah, I want this like dash and stuff. And I want her give her a little ahoge, a little stupid little thingy on the head. Yeah, so at first, her hair was really out there. And then when I was doing the design, let me show. So before Chibi Michi, there was this. Ugh. This was where the rendering. My rendering fell apart. It's so bad. I think I really couldn't get into it. Like the face also looked kind of weird. This would be me basically trying to make a full VTuber body, and I was thinking at first to rig her as a half body, like this, but I wasn't really sure how to do it either. Yeah, so I suffered from rendering here, and the colors, it just didn't look very nice in the end. I kind of like fell off of it, so this is a work in progress that we will never see again, I think. Yeah, see, like I just stuck with the red goggles for her here, like, so she just had like a three colors, well, more than 3 colors here actually. Yeah, and I had all these little accents here, small tiny designs. Yeah, and then that's what I kind of gave up on this, and I was like, okay, I think to better envision how I wanted to see Michi is better if I tried making a chibi of her. And so that's when I just like doodled out a chibi and just like made her like really simple. I just simplified her armor by so much. Like I removed all these small little things. I was like, okay, then I'm not gonna see that in the chibi, and so I removed it. And I think it came out more sleek. I just, because it was chibi, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make her more saturated, like make the colors more saturated. So I saturated her hair, turned her goggles into orange, a bright orange, so that it will stand out from the rest of the design on the body. And yeah, I just streamlined a whole bunch of things of a design. And so like I had the chibi, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna yeah, so one thing is I have yet to confirm what her eye colors look like. So I have not done a proper drawing of her without the goggles yet. Even in my VTuber model, she doesn't have the goggles off, because I don't know what eye color I would want to give her. I feel like that is something kind of important. It's something that I'm not gonna fantasia away, so I need to make a proper decision for that. And then after that, I'm like, okay, now I wanna. So I basically went from like the full scale model into a chibi, and then I went into an illustration just to see how the streamlined design actually looks. And so basically what happens is that like, oh, I felt like her torso here was kind of empty, so I ended up putting these random armor pieces here, and I was like, the back felt kind of naked, so I put like this thing here. So I don't have a turntable of her yet. I'm gonna like have to spend a lot more time to like think of like what's going on in the back as well. Yeah. And actually, one of the things that you can notice is that my original design of Michi, she had this little thing here. So that's basically like the device that I had in mind. Now after watching Kamen Rider, I can say that like, oh, it's like her key to the driver. The sort of like headlight thing for Ultraman, basically the transforming device. And that's also another thing that I have to work on. So right now, Michi has this belt with no design. You don't have the Kamen Rider driver here, you don't have she's missing the transformative stuff. It's just very bare bones, like she's lacking that. So that's something that I want to come up with eventually as well. Yeah, so there's there's just parts of a design that I just haven't confirmed yet, and they're still work in progress, and that's fine. And if you follow me, then like maybe you'll see it later and stuff. Yeah, I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. Tuber. I'm a tuber. Look, it's a potato. Mini Odai and Michi Odai. Mini will die. No. Michi will die. That's like, if I had a game, it would be like the ultimate mode. Like how Michi will die. I mean, I think that's the thing. Like in the Devil May Cry series, that's the hardest difficulty. It's like Dante must die or something. Yeah, like Devil May Cry, Dante must die. No, that's not how it goes. No, that's for the demons. Demons won, the devils won. No. Oh. Anyway. So those are the that was what I wanted to talk about with like Michi's design. And yeah. I know I say Kamen Rider this and that, right? I wanna like include a belt for her, a proper belt and the key and stuff, right? But I will not call Michi a Kamen Rider. That thing, I feel like that's a title. To me, that is like a Kamen Rider weeb's like knighthood. It's a title that like I feel like I'm not supposed to give to my character. I'm not gonna make her say like, yeah, I'm a Kamen Rider. No. I do. It's also copyrighted, and like Michi is not. It's also copyrighted. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be like that. It's like, yeah, you're gonna be a Kamen Rider. I'm not gonna be that pretentious and like say like, yeah, I hold respect for Kamen Rider. They are the knights of weeb culture, Japan. And yeah. How long has it been? Almost 2 hours already. Yeah, so I wanted to do line arts, but I guess we'll do that another time. Maybe I can think of what to do with the backgrounds, but basically it took a long time. Honestly, like better artists can be like, oh yeah, I know what to do with lighting already and shit. I'm just like, I spent a long time on this, but also I'm glad I showed you guys my like Michi's character design. Yeah. I would say, yeah, I'll probably end the stream off here. I might work on what goes on in the back of this illustration. I am going to there's this bunch of stuff that I want to work on. Like, so basically for this illustration, I'm thinking of having it as my ending screen, and I want to try animating it in Live 2D. I feel like it's definitely simpler than rigging a VTuber model, even the chibi one. Like, yeah. I spent so much time rigging like Michi's head, even in chibi form. It was like, yeah. So another eventuality would be that I'm gonna actually redraw her in a full scale and rig her as well. So that would be a debut 2.0 if I want to go through that shit again. If I want to do that. Otherwise, look forward to that. The next stream that I want to do will not be tomorrow. I think Means do you wanna still wanna stream reverse the story? Or do you wanna yeah, oh, but you're gonna be streaming this, right? Like you join guys, check out her stuff, it's really good. The dungeon meshy stuff. Wait, oh yeah. You can check out her stuff on tomorrow? You wanna stream tomorrow? Yeah, okay, so yeah, you haven't streamed yet. Because I'm taking up your time as well. I'm taking up your stream time. So if you wanna see the dungeon meshy stuff that Mince is working on, you can check her stream out tomorrow at no, I mean what's your handle? MINTSSU. Chotto ma dai. Twitch.tv/MINTSSU. You can find her there. Look forward to a stream tomorrow, whenever that is. Yeah, she has dungeon meshy stuff. Yeah, it'd be cool. It's been nice to see the evolution of Michi. Thank you for being here to see the evolution of Michi. I've wanted to show off like what I've been working on for like a year plus for so long, and I'm glad that you guys like the design and I think it's cute. And I was like, yeah, that makes me feel really happy. Yeah. So tomorrow will be a stream on Mint's channel. The next stream that I'm planning for, I'm going to try streaming a game on my phone. X Astrus. If you've heard that, it's a new game from Hypergriff. The creators from Out Night. I think it's another team that's working on it. Hopefully it doesn't crash or explode my phone. I've heard it has a bunch of troubles. I'm not exactly sure what those troubles are. Some people say they've never had any performance issues. Some people say they had. But you can catch it on my stream next. I mean, if you're streaming tomorrow, then I'm thinking of streaming on Wednesday. If you're okay with that. Or would you want Wednesday stream to be reversed? If you can complete this. Okay, yeah, alright. Okay, so I guess next stream would have to be played by ear. Yeah, no, played by ear. Not ear. What? Yeah, so next stream on my channel would either be on Wednesday or Thursday. Tomorrow's stream, definitely catch it on Min's channel. And that's it. That's it, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. Otsu, thank you for coming to my stream. There's a lot of noise in the back. There's a lot of vehicles. They're gonna crash into our house. Okay, we're gonna have to oats and curry. Yeah, I love curry. Okay, I gotta stop the stream. Hopefully I don't hit stop streaming before the ending screen. Okay, goodbye guys. Have a good night or morning. Mostly nights. Okay, bye.